What's going on, guys? This is another video that I wanted to make about paladins going into TBC, protection paladins. If you plan to dungeon grind from 60 to 70, you're absolute BiS walking into Hellfire, into Ramparts, and should last you all the way till 70, and then another set that is a lot more obtainable right now, or during pre-patch, that you'll be able to get very quickly, very easily, that will still hold its weight, um, probably quite a bit, all the way up to like at least, it could probably last you to 70 as well, just AoE grinding. Obviously, if you have a mage in your party, you're focusing on not getting hit anyways. You're just kind of keeping threat, keeping them in the blizzard, and your consecration down. And yeah, with this set, you're going to contribute a lot of damage as well. This is like the best set. Now, keep in mind, if I swapped all this to tier 2, so like either or, if you have full tier 2, it's a 1 spell power difference. The only major difference would be it's like 5 avoidance, 5%, 6% less avoidance, because you're losing all the agility off of 2.5. And you're losing some spell crit and some other things, but overall judgment works just as good. So like I said, tier 2.5, 5 piece. These are also, we're going to be using enchants that are specifically in Classic, so you can hit the Dark Portal and go straight into Ramparts. The best necklace in the game for you is going to be Choker of the Fire Lord. 100% easy to get. Well, not too easy, but I mean, Rag's an easy kill. Chances are you're killing this, you can pug this easily. Cloak. Cloak of the Devoured. This comes from Cthulhu. You'll put the 1% dodge enchant, which turns into this, I'm pretty sure. 18 spell damage, so obviously exalted with ZG. The 2 enchants on here. If you don't have the head and legs from ZG and you have the gold, you can just get spell power. Yeah, and then we will continue. Judgment bindings. There's some other bindings you can use, like some other bracers that are on par, or maybe even slightly better. I think there was one tier 3. Yeah, tier 3 is slightly better, more spell power. So either or. The End of Dreams. This is your BiS, most spell power. If you have a Thunder Fury, obviously Thunder Fury is insane too. And if you have Ellie Shamans in your group, Thunder Fury is just boosting their damage because the proc is nature damage. So Boomies, Ellie Shamans, like having a Thunder Fury with 30 spell power is not a big difference. The threat wise, it will be just fine. Damage wise, this is going to outweigh it. Shield Accommodation, this is from KT and Nax. Good shield, 20 spell power. And you can do the 2% block from Classic that turns into 15 block rating. Good avoidance. Judgment Gauntlets, very good gloves. Yeah, these are great. You can either use these, or you can run, I think there's, yeah, tier 3 is worse, but there is one from AQ that I was looking for. Pretty sure they're from, they're from Biscuitus? I'm not 100% sure, but there's a pair of gloves from Visk that are pretty good as well that you could use. I don't know why I can't find them right now. But whatever, doesn't matter. These are just as good. Judgment Belt, 23 spell power. I think this is the highest spell power belt that we can get. I don't really think there's anything else better. Tier 3 is not as good. Crusader, this is the next trash trap. You can buy this right now too from a mage, but still not as good. Well, 21, 7 MP5. True less spell power gives you MP5. Take your pick. I forgot to change the legs and rings. Okay, we're going with Fallen God. This is the Cthulhu Quest item drop. So this might be a little tough, but if you've been playing Paladin the whole time, you probably have all this stuff. Tier 2, 2 point, AQ Rep Ring. Yeah, this is the Exalted Rep Ring. 28 spell power, 5 MP5. Nels tier, huge sleeper trinket. 44 spell power and 16 spell hit. Like this trinket is so good. It's also a pre-raid BiS until you get the badge trinket for threat. And then the Essence of Saffron, again 40 spell power, and the on use is fat, 130, really good trinket. And last but not least, Libram of Hope, just seal spells by 20. You can get whatever. You can get the one that boosts your Devo. But depending on your spec, I would be probably going in like this. And then as soon as I'm ding 61, you would... Hold on, I think it was... Yeah, as soon as you ding 61, you get the next spell point, you will go into Sank Aura. And you would run Sank Aura the whole time. This is a spell. This is exactly what I would walk in with. Because you don't want to have to hearth and respec. So just go in like this. As soon as you ding 61, go into Sank Aura, and you're chilling. From there, you can. I would probably start going into Divine Intellect and Seal of Righteousness, or you can go into Vindication. That's up to you. Yeah. Aside from that, this is what I think is your BiS. And then a very obtainable set in the pre-patch would be this right here. So we'll start with the Field Marshal set, self-explanatory. Currently on the PTR, this Field Marshal set is dirt cheap. Like, it's super cheap. You will be able to get this set probably in a week, easy. Under a week if you just grind it out. Like, probably 2 days if you just grind. So yeah, say Field Marshal set. We'll run Charm of the Shifting Sands. This is off of Osirian's head from AQ20. All this gear is going to be AQ20, ZG, or PvP. This is super easy set to get. Cloak of Consumption. This comes from Hakar in ZG. Doesn't have stamina, but still 23 spell power plus spell hit. Very good cloak. Risk Guards. The Zandalaris. And BWL is pretty easy as well. So if you're able to get into BWL, you can replace the Zandalari pieces with tier 2. But just make sure you keep the 5-piece set from Field Marshal for the bonus. Yeah, so Zandalari Arm Guards. And we'll go with Blood Caller. This is a Hakar weapon. Very good. Good speed, 2.0, 33 spell power, 30 spell power, enchant. Easy. Drillboard Disc. This comes from MC. Super, super easy to get. If for some reason it's not dropping, you can always get Ages of Blood God from ZG. There's not really any good shields, but one of the ones with reflect damage, if you don't have a spell power one from Nax, I would say run one of those. At least it's some more threat and damage. The waist, Zandalari belt. You gain 4 MP5 for having the 2-piece, so I mean, it's something. Rings, we're gonna go with Band of Servitude. This drops off of 3 bosses on a shared loot table in ZG. Ring of Eternal Justice. This is an AQ20 rep ring, so just by doing AQ20s you'll get the rep. I think you have to be honored, and you can get the ring. 13 spell power. Strength, intellect, stamina. Good ring. Trinkets. Zandalari Hero Charm. Easy to get. This is a 100% drop off of a car. Free. You know, just do ZGs. You can do 2 ZGs a week. So, I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces right here out of ZG. 6 pieces out of ZG that are super easy to get. Like, I would definitely work on this set if I had a fresh 60. This is exactly what I would get in pre-patch. It would be easy, and yeah. Other trinket, Briarwood Reed. Um, this is from the rare boss in UBRS. You can fish him, just running the instance with the spyglass. If you find him, you keep the instance. If you don't, you reset. You can do this with like 6 people, probably 5 even, if you got some guildies. It's really easy to get. And last, Librium. Um, yeah, reduces base mana. I would just keep this one because, like I said, you're going to be using these same talents anyways. So the Diva Aura, you're not going to run Diva Aura. You're going to run Sanctity Aura as soon as you hit 61. And before that, you'll probably just run Ret Aura. So, I mean, really makes no difference. But yeah, you have 4% spell hit. Not bad. This is an all-around good set. Thanks for watching. I just wanted to get something out. Me personally, I am going to be running probably this set, but full tier 2. With a Thunder Fury, a Drill Board Disc, a Stylines, or something else, I don't know. And Band of Servitude. And my set is it's pretty much full BWL BiS with a mix of some of this stuff. Zandalari Hero Charm. Yeah. But yeah, thanks for watching. I will do one for Warriors too, probably.